couple of the most important things about playing this riff are not what you play, but what's happening besides what you're doing, what you're playing. You know, how your body is keeping time, whether you're playing or not. So that's not just a time to stop and think random thoughts or, or sing a little tune to yourself. That's a time to be deeply enmeshed in the production of the beat. And the beat has a kind of eternal quality to it. I mean, you can play around with that. You can interpret the beat, but you want to interpret it as being steady, regular, a deep pocket that you just land in. And the dynamics really help to shed light on different aspects of the beat. So while I'm talking, I'm still trying to keep that tempo going. Now, sometimes I'm ending on the 2-draw, and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm just ending on a chord. It's whatever helps me keep the beat. So I'm not fussy about... If I am going to land on that note, it has to work. So using the phonetic sound of cha, ta, ch, kind of a loose tongue that creates a little vacuum under the ridge behind the teeth. Ch, ch, ch. A lot of different parts of your tongue you can use to make that percussive, that phonetic sound of T or D or ch. And I encourage you to just experiment with that, with going ta with the tip of your tongue, ta, ti, and then use the middle part of your tongue, da, di, and ta, ti, all against the same part of the alveolar ridge, which is that shelf behind your front teeth. Because depending on how much of your tongue is extended to meet that spot, it's going to change the dynamics of the air. And it's going to change the sound you make consequently. So giving yourself that space, always very important. And how that note ends, how it decays is very important. You can say dot or dit, or you can say da or di. How you stop your air. If you reverse your air a little bit, draw, and kind of stop the reed from vibrating with a tiny little bit of an exhale, like that. That'll cut it off differently than just inhaling, than just stopping the inhale. So all those things, they're part of what you experiment with, and just try to get the sounds. One of the things I do sometimes I just go, draw, big blow, and then 3 draw or 3 and 4 draw. But sometimes I actually go to another blow chord before I get to that draw. I go back from the tongue blocked split or single note to a puckered, sloppy 3 blow. And that gives me the setup for the bend on the 3 draw, or the kind of pinch on the 3 draw. And it also kind of ramps down the airflow a little bit so that I'm not trying to stop a Mack truck's worth of air on that last note. That's a lot of air to stop. That's why sometimes go to the chord instead, because then it spreads it out. So that's 1, 2, and 3 draw. Sometimes I don't play a split on the blow. Sometimes I just play a chord. So a draw chord, blow chord, squeeze, blow, draw, and then or. So each time I play it, it's going to be one of those variations. I'm not going to play it identically each time, which is one of the beautiful things about blues. It's not demanding this classical level of precision. It's your choice, whether you play it this way, that way, color it, shade it, get the air the way you want it. But that way you don't have to obsess over the sound so much and feel like you have to get it perfect and make it sound one way. You really want to make it sound lots of different ways. So it gives you a chance to listen to yourself. And then in that space that you create, before you start playing and saying stuff, you could just listen. And it gives you a chance to listen and feel what you've been doing and set up for the next one. So a great riff, a great schooling riff.